Hi everyone, my name is Adam Windsor, and this is Windsor Growth. And today we're going to be talking about commission-based sales. Is it worth it or is it not? So, as someone who has been in commission-based sales for a long period of time, and my pay, I will say, is full commission, there are differences to that. So let's start by talking about that. What is commission? So commission is you being paid based off of a percentage of what you sell. Now, whether that's calculated on the gross amount of product, whether that is calculated on a net profit, your pay is based on how much you sell of a given product. There is capped and uncapped commission. Capped means that you can get paid up to a certain dollar amount by your company. Uncapped is much more popular and much better for a business overall, because uncapped means that no matter how much you sell, you can get paid on that amount. Company makes money, you make money, everybody's happy. I've been in commission-based sales for a long period of time. My pay is full commission, uncapped, meaning that the more I sell, the more money I can make. So under the pros of commission-based sales, that's our very first point, is that you have unlimited income potential pending the business that you work for, of course. So let's say, for example, you get 10% of your gross annual sales. Not every business is like that, but some businesses are like that. You sell $1 million at 10%, you make 100 grand. You sell $2 million, you make 200 grand, so on and so forth. More kind of standard dollar amounts within commission are anywhere from 3% to 7% of your annual sales, meaning that on $1 million, you will make anywhere from 30 to 70,000. Obviously, closer to that 70,000 is nice. On average, annually in my business, top earners earn anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 annually selling what we sell. One of the first cons of commission-based sales, though, with that is income instability, meaning that if you don't sell, you don't make money. So you have to have confidence in yourself as a salesperson. Now, some businesses will do a draw system or a weekly pay system and then simply just take that out of the commission that they owe you, so you are still paid a somewhat stable wage. For example, certain businesses will pay you $1,000 a week. If you are on full commission and you exceed the target to make, say, $5,000 a week, or $5,000 a month rather, in commission, the $1,000 a week times 4 is 4,000. That will be deducted from your overall commission because you already prepaid that, and then you will receive a check for $1,000 to bring you up to that full $5,000 amount. Obviously, taxes come into play with this. That's a whole separate video, a whole separate conversation. But one of the first cons is that income instability. Next on our list of pros, you have performance-driven rewards. Meaning that if you are a grinder, if you are a hustler, if you are somebody who wants to push yourself to the next level and grow as a salesperson, commission is the easiest way to do that, to force yourself into a fight or flight-esque type of scenario to push and push and push to get those performance-driven rewards, right? And certain companies as well will go over and above that, that if you sell X amount of product in a month, since they're probably getting some sort of bonus from the manufacturer of that product, they will share those riches with you, ideally. It all comes down to your work culture. Next on our con list, obviously, high pressure and stress. Major disclaimer, commission-based sales is not for everybody. There is a lot of stress and a lot of pressure that comes with that because you are solely responsible for putting food on your own table. You do not just get to go to work, clock in, collect a paycheck, clock out, and go through the motions. You have to grind. You have to hustle. Is it scary? Sure. Is it rewarding? Hell yeah. The potential for earning is astronomical when you look at commission structures. You also have flexibility and autonomy. depending on the business that you get into, whether that's real estate, whether that's appliance sales, whether that's car sales, whether that's motorcycle sales. If you don't work, you don't get paid. If you work hard and make your month's wage in 2 weeks, you can then choose, do you continue to grind super hard, or do you take it a little bit easy for the next couple weeks? Maybe you have a family birthday coming up. Maybe you and your girl want to go on a trip that you can take that way, right? That all plays a part in commission. Con, no guaranteed base pay in some cases. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Sometimes you get that guaranteed base pay, sometimes you don't, right? So let's say that you do really well for a couple weeks and then you take a couple weeks off. And then the next month that you go in, all of a sudden it's slow. And you're looking, hindsight 2020, should have been making hay when the sun was shining. That's the biggest thing I'll tell you about commission. Know your busy season and grind during that busy season. Make the money. Make hay when the sun's shining. That's what all the farmers always say, right? You want to do the same thing regardless of the industry that you're in. Hustle, right? And then when it's slow, then you can take that time to kind of lax. Next, we have clear metrics for success, right? You have bars within your own mind. If you get paid 15% on the profit margin, you need to keep the business profitable. You need to keep the product profitable. It's a way for a business to kind of control you in a way, but also you want to be able to hustle that way, especially if you're building your own business, right? It's the same kind of thing. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You figure that out. You have those clear metrics, right? And then obviously a big con to this is market and product dependence. If the market's slow, commission-based sales is slow. If the market's good, commission-based sales is good, right? You need to find that balance, and it needs to make sense for you in your industry. Are you okay taking a base 50K salary when the potential for commission that's on the table is 80 grand? I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm going to risk it for that 80K. I'm risking it for the biscuit, right? I'm going to grind. I'm going to continue to push this until I get to a point that I'm just tired of doing it. And I'm nowhere close. I love sales. I love marketing. I love business. I love this game. That's why I made this channel. That's why I do this stuff. That's why I bring this to the table for you guys to be able to see if you can afford to be a hustler, if you can afford to grind and build your own sales empire. Commission-based sales, is it worth it? For me, hell yeah, it is. For you, I don't know. I don't know you guys. But if you're watching these videos, if you're hanging out in the channel, if you're subscribing to the channel, chances are commission-based sales is worth it for you because you're a hustler, because you're a grinder, because you have that growth mindset, because you want to be the best version of you in sales that you can be. My name is Adam Windsor. This has been Windsor Growth, commission-based sales. Is it worth it or is it not? Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.